Hello, friends. Greg Freeman here. I can't believe it's January 15th, 2020, and I'm actually outside in my garden in short sleeves. It's an absolutely beautiful day, plenty of sun. I think we're supposed to max out at the high 60s today, possibly 70 degrees. With all of the warmth and the rain that we've been having lately, um, daffodil foliage has certainly been peeking out of the ground, and in some cases, it's 7 or 8, 9 inches high, as you can see there in the background with some of those bulbs there. But here are some daffodils that I actually have blooming at the moment. These are seedlings from Dr. Harold Kupowitz in Southern California. He shared these bulbs with me over 10 years ago. These are Emerald Sea open pollinated seedlings. The one that you see there, I have numbered HK1. This is HK2. And I lost 3, 4, and 5 over the years. And right there is a little bit of foliage, that's HK6. And the one there with the bud is HK7. These flowers, as I said, are Emerald Sea open pollinated. And for those of you who know your daffodils, you know that Emerald Sea is a fall blooming daffodil, hybridized by John Hunter in New Zealand. Some of you are taking note of that green cup if you don't know about Narcissus viridiflorus. This flower here in particular, as well as its parent Emerald Sea, are descendants of Narcissus viridiflorus, the all-green, fall-blooming daffodil that is native to northern Africa around Morocco, as well as Gibraltar and southern Spain. Viridiflorus figures prominently in the breeding programs of Dr. Kupowitz, as well as Bob Spots in California, and of course John Hunter, several others also in New Zealand. Just a really useful flower to introduce all sorts of interesting color combinations and forms. And these seedlings here have proven useful for me from a breeding standpoint. As I said, these are seedlings from Emerald Sea. This is HK1 that I've numbered. I've numbered this group of daffodils. These are all of the same clone. These are HK2. And HK2 has become a part of my breeding program. The seedling that I exhibited at the Atlanta show last year, drawing much attention, is an offspring of this flower. My seedling was from the seed parent Katrina Ray, and HK2 here is the pollen parent. Interesting, when my seedling opens, it is all green and stays that way for a couple of days before it transitions to a white perianth. The corona or the cup transitions from green to sort of a kind of a burnt orange, almost like a dirty orange color. It's kind of strange, and then it just becomes this beautiful color that's very reminiscent of Katrina Ray. So HK2 is figured in my breeding, and I've already made 1 or 2 crosses with it this year. But take a look at HK1. This flower is really impressive this year. It's normally the first one to bloom, but for some reason it's very well formed, much better formed this year than it normally is. And take a look at the HK2 here. This one stem has 6 florets that are currently open, and there's one more on the way. Quite happy little flowers. And you might say, well, if they're fall bloomers, what in the world are they doing blooming in January? Well, oddly enough, these usually bloom for me in early to mid-winter, and it is not unusual, especially for the HK2, to linger on into spring. I've actually had blooms up here in the spring after the other blooms have faded away, and I referred to that as an encore performance in a Daffodil Journal article several years ago when I was the editor of the magazine. I think a few people thought I'd kind of lost my mind and gone crazy, but I have the first place blooms and the ribbons to prove that this one has bloomed well into the spring, as well as in the late fall, early winter time period. So these are really quite rewarding for me. When I don't have any other daffodils even thinking about blooming, it's always nice to look out here and see these. And they're just putting on such a display. I thought I'd share that with you today. I hope you're having a great day. I hope it's warm and sunny where you're located. But if it isn't, let these daffodils be a reminder that spring is on its way, and daffodils are sure to bloom. You guys have a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for watching.